The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UCLA's offense will get the ball first. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, and that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting, too. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. Out of the backfield, he's open. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot.
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And it's no good. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been
turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The toss to the right. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
you know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Cavazos. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board. Good.
Way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground. They've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Oh,
he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football, can't follow through with his own motion. Nice job by the defense.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air, it's Tolzien. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool, it's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
defense. Makes a third down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality?
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll try it over the left side. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner will be dragged down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. Cavazos. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back to pass, it's Tolzien. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. The lone back's got it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnston. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Showing the arm strength to the left. It's caught. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield, it's Tolzien. Fires one high and deep. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing when UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the second half is giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Cavazos. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Here's a heat. Finds his tight end. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. This should be the last play of the quarter. Give to the running back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play action fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnston. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker here. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They want that clock to run. Picks up the first down, still moving. Open space in the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room, it's Harmon.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another